thank you to everybody who's joined us today. Back Garden Excavation. Please carry on signing up. The excavation is running for the next 2 weeks. We're part of the Festival of Archaeology online digital festival this year, so everything's fantastic. So what I'm going to do today, stage 1, I'm going to show you how to take off the top layer. We're going to take off the turf, and we're going to take off the first layer of soil down to the 10-metre spit. So as you can see, I've already laid out the test pit. We've got some ground sheets either side, one for the turf and the other one for the soil we're going to take out, and we've got our bucket and our hand shovel. We've got our gloves, which I'm going to put on in a moment. What I didn't put on the list, I'm sure you've already all downloaded the how-to guide on how to do test pit. I didn't put secateurs, but they're very handy if we find any root mat. We're going to try and cut those out so we can go down a bit lower. So today I've got my handy videographer Rufus doing the video for me. Are we still okay, Ru?
I'm good.
Okay, so I'm going to start. So what we're going to do first, as you can see, we've got the string line, so we're just going to go along the string line all the way around our test pit, cutting not too deep, not too much force needed, no need to just jump on spade, excuse me while I have my back to you, and we're going to just carry on cutting all the way round. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody's photos of their test pits and to see what they've found in their back gardens. Obviously we need lots of people to join us so we can have a look and what we're planning on doing, and once you've got all the finds we can plot the distribution of pottery and of some of the glasswares that I'm sure people are going to find in their back garden, clay pipes, who knows what, but we can look at the spread of those around South Wales as we go. So as you can see, I'm just ever so gently just cutting out all the way around my test pit. And now what we're going to do, we're going to separate it into spits as we go across, so it's easier to lift. So all we're going to do, just go across. All the way across the test pit, something there. And the next bit. Good for the exercise. Who needs Joe Wick when we're doing beautiful test pitting? I'm going to go one more, just the sheer love of it. And so once we've gone that way, we're going to go across now the other way, and basically what we're doing, we're creating little square sections of turf that are going to be a lot easy to lift. And then at the end of the day, once we've dug our test pit, it'll be a lot easier to put back in the ground. And one more. Okay, almost done. So there we go. We've cut our turf. I'm going to put my gloves on. Remove my bucket. What's really handy is to keep your tarpaulin, sheets, tablecloths, whatever you're using, close to your test pit, so you haven't got to take your dirt or your turf. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to put our layer of our turfs down first. But ooh, some nice bits of charcoal, a bit of glass coming up already.
Definitely use those.
Oh, we're gonna here we go. Oh, that's some pottery. So you can see the little, some white bit of pottery roof. If you want to come have a look while I'm lifting. So we see we've already got some fines and some pottery and bits and pieces showing up already. Right. Okay, let's carry on taking these bits of soil out.
Back on my step ladder.
That's it. So we're taking all that. We want to try and keep this turf in the best condition as we can, because you don't want to annoy your parents if it's in your parents' back garden, or to annoy your loved ones. So we want to keep it nice and tidy. So once we've done the first row, as you can see, we've laid one row of turf out. What's a really good idea is what we do, we turn over the turf, turn it upside down so it's grass to grass, and that keeps the turf in good condition while we're doing the excavation. And I do apologise to our colleagues in the Hidden Hill Forts project in Cairo, who've got Carenza Lewis doing the talk to an archaeologist on the same time as we're doing our Back Garden Excavation today. I do apologise if you were torn, didn't know which one to go to. We'll be back again tomorrow, so you can, if you missed us today, you can watch stage 2 tomorrow, so don't worry. So here we go, almost onto the last row. Small one, we took. Almost all there. Okay, so what we've done now, oh, that's the last one. So, handy tip from the turf, as you can see, first layer grass up, second layer grass down, third layer grass up, and alternate. Hopefully we should be good. So, we've taken our turf off. What we need to do now is, just like it says in the how-to guide, first layer is take your camera, take a photo of your test pit. You can use your tape measure as a scale, put it across so we know roughly how wide it is, and take that first picture. So I'm just going to come around now, behind the camera. We're just going to focus on the test pit, and I'm going to just take a picture. Picture one of my test pit. Brilliant. Okay, so we've done that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take our trowel. If you haven't got a trowel, then you can use a large garden trowel. As I said, we're just going to have a little clean. We're just going to clean the edges of the test pit, keep them nice and straight. We want the edges straight, and just pick up the bits of fines that we had from the topsoil. We're going to put those to one side. I did ask you to, I suggested you use garden tubs or Tupperware to put it in, but I haven't brought those with me at the moment, so I'm just going to put those there for the time being. And obviously your trowel is the archaeologist's main tool. This is mine. I've had it for a few years now. Obviously it was originally rather large, and over time it wears down. So what we're doing when we're troweling, we're using the side of the trowel ever so gently. We're just pulling the dirt back to it. We're just having a general tidy of the trench, tidying the sides. There's some more. We've got some slate coming out. Bit of charcoal, bit of glass, bit of pottery that came out we saw before. So yeah, we're just having a general trowel. So what you need to do, that you need to get your bucket. Once you've got a nice, ever so gently, just cleaning all the stones you can put in just over there. See if there's any interesting stones you're not sure about, then just again put those to one side and take a photo of them and send them to us on our Facebook feed, and we'll have a look for you and try and identify all your finds. So, got a little bit of a trowel. We're going to take our shovel, a little hand shovel, and start putting our spoil into our bucket. Tidying it up, tidying the sides up as we go, just so we can see what we're coming down to. Again, any finds. Ooh, yeah. Pink tile coming out. Raw glass as unstratified because they're just loose within the topsoil. I'm just cleaning as we go. So once your bucket is full, then you can put the first bucket over onto your spoil pile just over there. A bit more glass. Like I say, always be careful. When you're excavating, we're not sure what we're going to find, so take it easy. I'm sure you've all read the health and safety regulations that we put online. I mean, bits of glass, pottery, they can all be sharp. So always wear your gloves. Always take your time. And if you do come down to something you're not unsure about, a pipe or cable, then just stop straight away, and possibly just fill the hole back in and try and find another location. So, just clean that spoil up, clean that bit of loose up.
The best place to dig up your test pit is probably in the corner of your garden or somewhere that you can't see.
Okay, who said that?
Me.
Pardon?
Me.
Oh, you did? Oh,
I said.
That's very good. That bit of brick. That's a bit of brick. We've had a comment for a viewer online. Glass.
We've had loads of comments. I even sent a comment.
Brilliant. I will answer all your comments as we go along. Okay. So,
I said hi to everybody.
hi to everybody out there in Facebook land. So, as you can see, we're starting day one, part one of our online back garden excavation. Got lots of, so far we've got pottery, and glass, brick, more glass. I'll share the photos online of the finds that we've had from the topsoil, just the unstratified finds online. So yeah, so generally just tidy as you go. Make it all first nice and tidy. I mean, if you start coming down onto bits and pieces, as you can see from, I'm starting to come down onto something here. I'm not sure what it is, looks like a bit of brickwork. So we're going to take that nice and easy, we're going to take that nice and slow. And as I put in the handbook, we're going to take this down to about 10 centimetres. After the first 10 centimetres, we're going to tidy it up, take a photo, and then you can take it down again. Always keep your finds separate from every context. That's a special word, each level as we go down. If they're separate, we call them contexts. So, another thing we need to do, is what we put in the handbook, is we need to actually record where the location of our test pit. So as an archaeologist, I would use either my notebook, a handy notebook that allows me to see gives all the details of all the trenches and the measurements and where places are. It's just a handy guide. So, or if I was doing this in the field, I would be using one of our
Handy clipboards.
And yeah, always have a handy clipboard. I would be using one of our pre-printed test pit sheets. I might put one of these on the Back Garden Excavation page for you to download as well. If not, download the recording form, or in the notes what we said is if you take a plain piece of paper and we'll put the site code first. So what we said was it's Back Garden Excavation, so Back Garden Excavation BGE 20, so that's our site code, and then just write, you can either write your postcode or where you live, just put your address, so I'll put my address there. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to have a quick sketch plan of our test pit. So this doesn't have to be to scale, so we know that the sides are 1 metre by 1 metre by 1 metre. What we need then is we need to locate this in part of our garden. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just measure off the distance between my back marker pen and the back of my path. So that is roughly 60 centimetres to that
Ooh,
part.
little glitch there.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my path in just over here, roughly. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to put an arrow there to there, and I'm just going to write 60 centimetres. And I'm going to do the same in the other corner for my other point, and that's 50 centimetres. So I'm going to write 50 centimetres. I'm going to put garden path. And what we also need to do is we need to find our orientation. We need to find where north is. So if you haven't got a compass, you can download compasses onto your smartphone, and you can watch our video on how to do that. And what you want to do if you were using a compass, so we've got the red arrow that's pointing north, we want to point that, and we want to turn the compass to the main red arrow lines up with north. So there we go. So we know that our side north over there, it's just gonna, so on our plan I can put my north arrow, and my north arrow is, I can point it down there, and I know that that will be north. I can also then measure in. We've got this nice right angle path coming through in the corner over here. I could then measure from this point, my peg over here, I can just measure off to my other path. That's 1 meter 10.
Right.
So I can know that's a right angle, and I can measure off down there. That's 1 meter 10 centimetres. Who said that?
Claudine Gerard said.
Oh, Chloe, hello. What am I going to find in my test pit? I have no idea. Thank you for the message, Chloe. I have no idea what I'm going to find in the test pit. This is the joy of Back Garden Excavation. I hope you're joining in. And the rest of GGAT staff. Hopefully I'll see you all after the office has been reopened, and we can all get together and you can tell me all about your finds. But please share whatever you find part of your Back Garden Excavation on our Facebook page. So another thing we need on our plan of our test pit is we need a grid reference, or NGR, National Grid Reference. What I have, you can download an app on your smartphone. Again, you can download and watch the video on our YouTube channel about how you can find smartphone apps that can tell you the National Grid Reference. You could go onto Google Earth and put yourself onto Google Earth, but that's pretty rough. I've got a GPS, global positioning system, and that gives me a rough and ready NGR grid reference. So it's quite cheap to buy. Always good when I'm out and about on the foreshore, walking along. It's just waiting for the satellites. It's still tracking my satellites. It needs about, I think it needs about 9 satellites, 7 to 9 satellites tracked in order to give me a nice strong signal. And of course, because we're live, it's not there we go, here we go.
Here we go.
So we need to.
And we got our GPS.
Problem with the GPS, as you can see, it's telling me how accurate. So the longer I wait, the accuracy is coming down and down and down and down and down. So far we're into 20 feet, 19 feet, As you can see, it's getting closer and closer. So just for time though, I'll scroll on through. That gives me a grid. And so what we're looking at, this here on mine is our national grid reference, our NGR, and I'm going to write mine down. So I'm just going to put that down there. It's so ST So there we go, that's my grid reference, NGR. So what we can do, we can plot this on the Ordnance Survey map so we know where everybody's test pit in their back garden has been located, and we know roughly where everybody's is. And that's all we need to do for stage one. So I'm going to carry on doing a bit of troweling now, just take it down, take my photos at the 10 centimetre mark, and we're going to leave it there, cover it up, and we'll see you tomorrow for stage 2, and we'll hopefully see what we can find. Okay, you take care. I look forward to seeing all your test pits. Please contact us on our Facebook or Twitter social media feeds, or you can email us, and go to our website www.ggat.org.uk, click on the link and visit our Back Garden Excavation page and download our how-to guides, consent form, sign it, send it in and join in. I look forward to seeing what you find. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.
Bye everybody!